Yo, what is really happening? It is your host Kai here, and Klay Thompson is basically getting absolutely incinerated in these comments. Public opinion on Klay has hit rock bottom, and I genuinely believe the internet's relentless trolling pushed him to eventually dump or betray Megan Thee Stallion. Fans have been attacking this relationship constantly. Honestly, in various clips, Klay looked desperate to escape, especially when she was being obnoxious in public while he seemed totally mortified. So guys, Klay Thompson basically got obliterated in the comments while attempting to clap back at everyone roasting him over the breakup and shouting that he fumbled. Klay told the world to go touch grass, and the internet absolutely lost it. People are literally mocking his 0 likes. One user posted, "Stop touching other women and take some accountability." It is clear the internet is fully backing Megan Thee Stallion right now. They are thirsty for some social media justice. They even attacked the alleged side piece, WNBA player Lexi Brown, who just claimed she is fearing for her life because these unhinged fans are sending her literal death threats.
Klay do know each other because we both play professional basketball. I would have considered him a friend. I do not know Meg Thee Stallion at all. You know, today, I'm still the only person that has denied this entire situation of my involvement and claim that this is 100% false. And the fact that I'm still the only one that is defending my name, I have no idea how to process that. And that's the last thing that I'm struggling to process, is that there's this massive outcry for protecting Black women, and nobody has mentioned Lexi Brown's name in any of those conversations. I wouldn't have minded if either one of them came out and said it, because at the end of the day, they're the ones that are in the relationship. They're the ones that are dealing with this, and they're the ones who are communicating with each other. So one of them, if not both of them, know that it was not me. It could come from one of their teams. It could come from somewhere. The truth is over there somewhere. And I was expecting it to reveal itself from that side of it, the side that actually has the issue. Because again, I have no idea what is going on. I have no involvement. I've had no communication at all whatsoever during their relationship. So for them to just allow me to get dragged, for a lot of people to allow me to get dragged through the mud for, I don't know, it seems like 4 days now, knowing 100% what was being said was false, that surely somebody would step in and say, no, this is a lie. Please point your fingers somewhere else, or don't point them at all, but don't point them at Lexi. And by the time the game was over, it had not happened. And, I said, you know what? I'll give it a little bit more time. Surely somebody that knows the truth, and that is almost everybody involved, knows that I was not involved in this situation at all, would surely step in and say something. And it didn't happen. I was getting threats on my life. I was getting threats on my health. My family started getting comments and threats from people. I've had to hire security to travel with me places. So it got to a point where I just was scared for myself.
Now, drop a comment with your thoughts. What is the deal with this Lexi Brown girl? She is basically the complete polar opposite of Megan Thee Stallion, right? She is much more soft-spoken. She is shorter and honestly comes off as more traditionally feminine than Megan. I can totally see Klay Thompson seeking that sharp contrast. She seems way less domineering than Megan usually does. Him pivoting to this Lexi girl actually makes sense. And does Megan deserve some accountability here? Did she fall for Klay way too fast? Did she overinvest her emotions too early? Honestly, she got too soft over him. What happened to all that hot girl summer energy she was preaching? Now she has fallen for Klay because she is getting older and wants a family, thinking he was the golden child to make it happen. She thought if she played the part, he would see her differently, but it failed.
Woman needs male homeboys.
Why?
Because I would have told her from the beginning not to get too open over somebody like Klay Thompson.
Why? Because he's like big name NBA,
Exactly.
all this
Just
money.
a baller. Like, he's a
But I
baller.
don't know. I mean, I get what you're saying, but
But
like
people change.
because
They both have history.
I'm not saying that they don't. I'm just saying my advice to her would have been, hey, just don't get your nose a little too open, unless he shows you otherwise, because he is an NBA player. He's still outside. Okay. By the way, he's not married. They didn't have kids.
Right.
They weren't even together long. Like,
Seems like it happened fast. Yeah.
I understand her feelings might be hurt, but it's just like, why are we acting like they was married for?
Spill your guts in the comments below. Who was truly more toxic in how this disaster played out? Was it Klay Thompson for basically selling her a fraudulent fantasy? Or was it Megan Thee Stallion for overplaying her hand and broadcasting every single intimate detail on social media? We cannot ignore that part. I genuinely despise when celebrities whine about people being in their business when Megan literally posted every minor drama online. She even aired the cheating and the breakup herself. Once you perform your life for the public, do not wonder why the audience is watching. I just hope next time Megan bags a millionaire athlete, she plays it way smoother, because you should keep things private until they are actually solid. Honestly, things clearly never reached that level of respect between Klay and Megan. Alright. Now here's where things get really interesting. Because what we've talked about so far, that might just be the surface. The real story might be way deeper than what anyone is saying out loud. Think about it. Why did things fall apart this fast between Klay and Megan? At first, everything looked perfect. Public appearances, chemistry, confidence. The whole vibe felt solid. But then suddenly, everything flipped. And not just quietly, it turned into full-blown internet chaos. Now here's the part nobody can ignore. The internet didn't just react, they picked sides. And once that happened, things spiraled out of control. Klay tried to respond, but instead of calming things down, it made everything worse. The comments, the jokes, the criticism, it all exploded overnight. But was it really just about the breakup? Or is there something else going on behind the scenes that we're not being told? Because let's be real for a second, situations like this don't just randomly collapse. There are always signs. There are always moments people overlook until it's too late. And then comes the biggest twist in all of this. The sudden appearance of another name in the conversation. Now people are connecting dots, making assumptions, building theories, and whether they are true or not, one thing is clear. This situation is no longer just private drama. It's a full-on public narrative. And that changes everything. Because once the internet creates a story, it doesn't let it go. Now ask yourself this. Did Klay really lose control of the situation? Or did Megan reveal more than she should have? Or are both sides being misunderstood while the internet runs wild with its own version of the truth? That's where things get messy. Because the more you look into it, the more questions start popping up. And the answers, they're not so simple anymore. Some people believe Klay was trying to distance himself quietly. Others think Megan went all in emotionally and got caught off guard. And then there's a whole group that believes this entire situation was building up behind closed doors long before anyone noticed. But here's the part that should really make you think. If everything was truly fine, why did it end like this? Why the tension? Why the reactions? Why the sudden shift in energy? Those aren't random. And the timing? That's not random either. Which brings us to you. Yeah, you watching this right now. Because at this point, it's not just about what happened. It's about what you think really happened. Do you believe Klay handled this the wrong way? Do you think Megan made things too public? Or do you think there's a hidden side to this story that hasn't come out yet? Drop your honest opinion in the comments, but don't hold back. Because this situation, it's far from over. New details could come out at any moment. Another post, another reaction, another twist, and everything could change again. So if you think you've already figured it out, you might want to think twice. And trust me, you don't want to miss what happens next. Make sure you hit that like button if you're following this story closely. Subscribe if you want the real breakdowns without the filters. And turn on notifications because the second something new drops, you'll want to be the first to know. Because in situations like this, the truth doesn't come out all at once. It comes out piece by piece, and we're just getting started.